Good morning, peace, light, and love, and welcome to the dark side of humanity. In my other channel, I used to do that. For technical reasons, I don't have contact with my other channels, so I started this channel, and I wasn't able to sign in. And I wanted to talk about something that really I find disturbing on YouTube. It's someone called Golightly. Let me tell you. Let's analyze it on several levels. First of all, the latest scandal, which is not surprising, is that she donated money. She set up this donation. Not donated money, but she set up this situation. I don't know how to use that feature, and I wouldn't. Where you raise money, where people can give you money for a cause, and the cause was helping the brother of Shanann Watts, who lost his sister and his nieces to a murder or psychopathic murder, Chris Watts. So not only did she make a lot of viewers and money making shows about Chris Watts, show after show after show, and while my intentions in making shows about Chris Watts is to talk about domestic violence and to talk about relationships with people that are unable to see the other person and only see what's in it for them, which is a narcissistic personality disorder. And then you have the girlfriend who has borderline syndrome, where she just doesn't have any ability to think about anyone else as well. And sorry I don't have the DSM-5 in front of me, the diagnosis manual for mental illness. I'm not one to absolutely not mock anyone for having abnormalities who is normal, but there are people that their abnormalities cause them to act in a way that hurts other people, whether it's murder or whether they're taking money from people. When it's criminally inclined, when a person acts in a criminal way, taking money from people under false pretenses, I think it's time to speak about it. And I would like to open this up for discussion as to why YouTube doesn't stop this channel after people complained. I've heard that there were Americans filing charges against her because she actually, I can't imagine, he lost his family, and then she actually uses him to promote her channel, uses his sister to promote her channel, claiming she's an advocate for domestic violence. It's really nice to say something like that, but if you have moral values, you don't claim to be something you're not. To be an advocate for domestic violence is not just to say it, it's also to speak out against domestic violence and to understand what it means. I don't think she even knows what the words mean. And I'd like to bring into some other factor. It's called what's happening in the U.S. at the moment under the presidency of Donald Trump. It's not just gossip. It's not just gossip by now. We know that Donald Trump has no respect for women, because no one who has respect for women would speak the way he was caught speaking about women on tape, even before he was elected. Another matter is the way he set up charities, just the way she did. So in a way, Golightly is very much like Donald Trump in so many ways. He's a person who wouldn't have any friends. The only reason he has anyone in touch with him is because he has a lot of money. Golightly has a very wealthy man who supports her. She speaks of that. I mean, she was in a reality show, and she talks about how she sleeps in bed and watches TV, and then she goes out attacking a woman who has some issues, who is struggling with issues, mocking her for watching TV and telling her how hard she works. I cannot even imagine. She reminds me of so many characters. One character she reminds me of is Victor Hugo, Les Miserables that's been made into a musical. There was this orphan Cosette whose mother works very, very hard to send money to an innkeeper and his wife. So they would take care of her orphan daughter because she can't afford to, she has to work all the time. And meanwhile, the innkeeper's wife, just like Golightly, takes advantage of these poor woman's situation, and she abuses the orphan and works her to the bone and just doesn't give her one bit of kindness. And I just can't imagine. This is a personality disorder, this inability to show compassion and to only think about yourself. And it helped me. People like Golightly, when I see her, first of all, I had like I try to befriend a woman like her, and it never works because people like them, they always have like fits of rage when you try to talk to them about something that they don't like. People like that, they just never see the other side. They never see you. They only see themselves. They're unable to see anyone but themselves. I mean, there's a lot of talk now about narcissistic personality disorder. And when you have a president like that, when he cannot see anything but himself, when he sets up charities and takes the money for his own use, when he takes advantage of immigrants, undocumented immigrants, for his fancy casinos or I don't know what, resorts, and then he speaks against them, when he mocks people that have difficult situations. This is the face of America. I wonder why YouTube doesn't do anything about it legally. Peace, light, and love.